I just want to make some clarifications around sex during fasting and prayer between spouses. There is often this confusion about whether couples must abstain from sex during fasting and prayer. Let's bring some clarity to it. First, scripture does not present sex within marriage as sinful or unclean during fasting and prayer. That is important. Okay? The recommendation according to 1 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7 for temporary abstinence is not because intimacy itself is wrong, but because of focus. Because of focus. You desire focus. You require focus. When couples fast, especially for more than a day, the goal is deeper spiritual concentration. Abstaining for a season helps preserve your energy, and minimize distraction, so both partners can fully devote themselves to prayer. It's as simple as that. Okay? Second, fast in Christian understanding is about denying the flesh to strengthen the spirit. Did you hear that? Denying the flesh, your flesh, to strengthen your spirit. It is choosing to set aside, legitimate physical desires like food and sexual intimacy for a period of time. So you can heighten, the essence is to heighten spiritual sensitivity and dependence on God. So I don't know where this debate, this confusion is coming from. Does that mean that as husband and wife, you people don't travel apart and stay apart for a week, for 2 weeks? If you have traveled and stayed 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month without having sexual intimacy, separating yourselves or abstaining from sexual intimacy for spiritual purposes, for deeper relationship with God, shouldn't be a problem. If you cannot stay a week, 2 weeks, a month without your spouse for some special assignment, it shows that you lack discipline, self-control. So it is not about punishing the body. It is about prioritizing the spirit. Then thirdly, which is my final point, is that biblical fasting often happened in a seclusion, a setting designed to reduce distractions. People that fasted in the Bible, they will move from their home to a secluded place. Why are they doing so? To avoid distractions, for maximum concentration. Okay? So in that context, scripture advises that couples should agree together and then come back together afterwards. Why? So that neither partner becomes vulnerable to temptation during an extended period of separation. So you cannot fast. You want to fast for 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, or 7 days, for instance. All that is coming to your mind is sex. Your energy will be drained. So that is the essence of this separation they are talking about. So the context of that scripture is expected that husband and wife that are fasting separately will be apart for a while. But if you are fasting under the same roof, 1 day fasting and prayer, within the period that you are fasting, 6 to 6, you shouldn't be thinking about sex. 1 day sex or some period of time that you decided to separate yourself, those things shouldn't be, things that should bother you, because there's a reason, there's a purpose why you decide to embark on that spiritual journey. And that spiritual journey is all about self-control. It's all about denying yourself, denying the body, the flesh, the things that it desire, so that you can gain spiritual connectivity, so that your spiritual antenna will be sharpened, will be receptive. That's all. So the principle is balance. It must be for a short while, and it must serve spiritual purpose, not any religious obligation. Spiritual purpose is for spiritual purpose. Fasting is all about devotion, deeper connection, deeper relationship with God. Okay?